Hi plant friends, Happy New Year. Today I'm talking about my Plumeria. Over the years I've gotten a lot of questions about this plant, especially since I grow it indoors over the fall and winter. I've had this plant in my collection for about 6 years. I purchased it at one of the home shows. It was just a tiny little cutting, and over the years it's grown quite a bit, branched out a lot, and it has bloomed several times. I also get a lot of questions on how to get this plant to branch. For me, every time she puts out a flower spike, she branches. If you can provide this plant with lots of sun, I definitely recommend getting one. I have this plant in a south-facing window. It took about 3 years for this plant to bloom. After the 3 years, she's bloomed every year. You can see from these branches, these are all sections where she's bloomed before. At first I used to keep track of the growth rate as well as when the plant blooms. Now that the plant's mature, it pretty much grows quite a bit and blooms quite a bit. This year I've got 5 flower spikes. To get a lot of spikes, this plant requires a lot of sun. So in the summer, I move this plant out to my balcony where it gets full sun, about 14 hours of direct sun each day. This spike started early in the spring, and the plant continues to flower until it goes dormant in the winter. This plant requires a lot of water and a lot of feed. In the summer, I water the plant every day. Every week in the summer, I fertilize with a Fox Farm Tiger Bloom. But I also sprinkle a little bit of slow release fertilizer in her soil every 3 months. For the slow release fertilizer, I use the Miracle Grow, the one for tomatoes and veggies. The flowers are very fragrant. It's not overpowering, just a nice, pleasant floral scent. From May to October, I keep this plant outside on the balcony where it gets loads of sun. Now, as soon as the temperatures start to get cool, that's when she'll start to drop her leaves. Her leaves will turn yellow and then completely fall off. When she completely drops all of her leaves and go dormant, I'll limit the water. I give her a cup of water every month. But in the winter, I also periodically check her branches to make sure they're not shriveled too much. I also make sure they're nice and firm. If I find that they're soft or shriveled, then I will give her some more water to plump right back up. I like that this plant requires minimal care over the winter. One of the things I also find over the winter, when she goes completely dormant, she'll drop all of her leaves, but sometimes she'll hang on to her flower spikes all winter. The only pest that I find that's quite attracted to this plant is the spider mites. So I'm constantly checking the flower spikes and the new leaves to see if there's any evidence of pests. When I see them, I spray this plant down with some dish soap and hydrogen peroxide or some insecticidal soap. The spider mites can be quite annoying, but in the fall when she drops her leaves and go completely dormant, they're no longer an issue. Thanks for watching, plant friends. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and follow me on Instagram at Life of Bellina.